What I wanted to do was find a way to make the RB reliable, powerful, and do it cheap. What is up, everybody? I'm gonna turn this down, hold on. Okay. I know it's been forever, and I apologize. It's not what I want it to be. Some stuff came up. I got excited. Every time I get the car tuned and going, I take a break from recording because I just want to enjoy the car. So I did that. Also, my job, let me fix this. Also, my job has been keeping me from recording a little bit, and it's not my job's fault, it's just me trying to focus on my work. Which is cool. I got a new job working at a car customization place, doing videos and social media stuff. Spade Creations, check them out. So, but I took a little bit of a break, and I'm back. On that break, we've hit a couple of things. We hit 660 horsepower on 30 PSI with the RB. Made some jam, went out to some events, had a good time. Took it to IA. If I saw you at IA, thanks for stopping by, saying what's up. Yeah, so we did all that. Then my RB wanted to be a comedian and started playing knock-knock jokes. Those aren't funny at all. So we ended up with a spun bearing on the number 5 rod. I have some footage of that I'm going to insert here. Same thing on number 4, number 3, number 5. Number 5? What the heck, number 5? You think it's okay to knock around like that? So that puts us where we are now, which is we're gonna go much more reliable, same power or more, and it's gonna be pretty cheap. Watch this. What you do, you got your RB on the stand like this, right? And then you just, what the? Okay, so I guess the universe is saying that we can't have a reliable RB. So we're just gonna make do with this thing. I don't know what it is. It's in like a L pattern for the victory. It's in a victory pattern. Weird. It's not like an inline engine anymore. Well, that's just silly. I don't know what's going on with this thing. That's silly. In our new shop, which I haven't had time to show anybody on YouTube yet, we have a new shop. Let me show you the shop real quick. Here's the new shop. Obviously James is here. The Corolla. If James hasn't shown this on his channel yet, haha, I'm gonna break it first. Check out that, it looks good. Needs a wing and the overs refitted and everything, but it's looking good. This is where we stand. As you're looking over here, we got some parts, and you're like, wow, weird. I thought the engine was bad, why do we have a transmission? Well, this is an RB transmission. This is not an RB transmission. Oh, there's the RB right there. So we don't have an RB, we have another transmission that's not an RB transmission. Why could that be? Well, after a lot of, sorry, I'm expecting my buddy Josh. After a lot of thought, a lot of going back and forth, I decided to move on from the RB. It kind of bummed me out. It's a little bummer-ish, but let me explain why, because there is a lot as to why I'm moving on from the RB. Before I started this build, I was really in the air of going RB or going LS. If you don't know the history of the car, my dad bought the car new. He had put an RB, I'm stupid, an RB. He had blown the engine up, the factory L series. Let me close this so the AC's on. He had put a factory, or he blown the factory L series up. And then they had issues in this model anyway. It was like one of the first fuel injected kind of, I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, they had issues. Then That was in 1980. In 1980, he had fitted a Chevrolet small block in the car, a 350. So, car went on, put 350 in it, lived for a while, whatever. He sold it before I was born, and when he sold it, had 350 in it. I sold it to some guys, sat in a field, blah, 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 whatever. I turned about 7 or 8 years old. We're looking for a car because he just finished a T-Bird that he was refinishing at the time. And I'm out of focus. Why am I out of focus? Better. So he finished a T-Bird that he was doing at the time and decided that he wanted to go do another sports car. And he's like, man, I wish I could find another Datsun to do. That's where he found the Datsun. It was his old car, sitting in the middle of a field, rotting away. Got the car back. I'm not going to go into full detail. If you guys want a full detailed video about the history of the car, I will do that one day. But I don't want to get into all that because there's a lot to it. So we rebuilt it, put a V8 in it, and stuff like that. That was my bonding with my dad growing up. So now we are a bunch of years later. I've done the RB, which was my goal, my dream. And now I'm seeing that the RB maybe wasn't the smartest choice for reliability reasons. I want to be able to drive this car a lot. I don't want it to be on the trailer all the time. I know I trailer it and I like trailering it, but I don't want to have to trailer it. I don't want to have that fear in my mind that something's going to happen. So what we did was we went out and got a Junkyard LS 5.3. I know what you're thinking, like, oh yeah, you're going to go a Junkyard engine, but you want reliability. Well, the Junkyard engine is just the beginning. I'm going to put this in there and do all the supporting mods that people say to make reliable 700 horsepower. That's what I want. I'm going to make the 700 horsepower, and while that's doing that, I can buy a short block. The reason that I didn't buy a short block RB and start building is because if I did that, I would want to do an RB30, and I don't want to spend $2 or $3 grand on a short block just to build it. That's just crazy to me, and I don't have that kind of money. I'm not rich by any means, and I wanted to be able to have a spare block. So here I am with a Junkyard LS, not an LS, it's a 5.3, so truck engine, iron block. And when I get this in the car and running, I will purchase another 5.3, identical to this one, and I will do all the supporting mods and probably even go a little bit further on the build side of things and have it sitting ready to put in the car in case something happens to this one. And instead of having $3 grand in just the block before I do any of the work, I'll have like less than $3 grand in the bottom end to have a brand new engine where I can swap out in a weekend. So that's my goal. That's why I'm here. I'm going to take you through the best I can and show you the process of building a reliable LS on a budget. Everything I've done so far has been on a super budget. I have splurged on a couple little items, which are things that you don't have to have when doing what I'm doing. I know there's a billion videos out there, so if you don't want to watch mine, if you don't like me, it's cool. If you want to watch mine, I appreciate it. But I'm going to start making some videos talking about the RB, or the LS, and moving on in that aspect so that we can get this thing together and in the car.
Getting the heck out of here. Alright, bye. This is my Corolla. Subscribe to my channel. I don't post videos on it, but hey, subscribe. Alright, let's check in and see what these guys are doing today. I don't have anything on me. Hold on, they locked me out. I reached for my wallet. It's gone. I have some chunk of metal. Take it from here, guy.
Alright, so we've got an engine. This is an RB26 2053. It's RB53. This is really close to my face.
That engine is over here, not that.
Yeah, I can't help it though when you're this close.
It's not that hard to do, guys. All right, so what we're doing here today, we're gonna be working on. Bruh, get it. We're gonna be working on this here 5 tree. Get it, tree, like a tree.
Like a tree fitty, but it's not. It's like a tree 27.
This is a 5 tree.
5 tree.
You can tell.
So this is our series on building a reliable RV, and this is a RB53.
Stay tuned. What?
Trash.
About me?
Trash.
But here, let's race Corollas.
Oh shit. All right, back to this. We got this RB53. That's what we're gonna call it for this series. This is Nissan's premier engine. This is one of the ones they made that comes in a V pattern. It's
made by Chevrolet.
It's a lot different than the straight 6 because this has 8 cylinders and they're in a V pattern. So what we're doing here is all the things you have to do when you pick up an RB53 from a junkyard, your local junkyard, any junkyard. What you got to do is some maintenance to make sure that you're going to make lots of power. So that's what we're doing. With this particular RB53, we are going through, we're cleaning up the pistons. We're going to put new rings. These are old rings. We're going to put new ones and gap them correctly in this engine. And then we're going to put new bearings. And then we're going to close up the bottom. And then we're going to put good head gaskets and a cam and valve springs. And then we're going to put a bunch of boost to it and just wing it, because RB53s, believe it or not, everybody thinks that the JZ is the Japanese engine, the premier Japanese engine. The RB53 is actually better. You can make all kinds of power with an RB53, and it's cheaper.
How are they always shooting guns outside?
Listen, so okay, so I'm telling them, and this is a learning lesson for you. They always think that the JZ is the premier Japanese engine.
It is.
But the RB53 is actually the better of them.
This came out of a
It's way cheaper. This is way cheaper than a JZ. $600 doesn't even pick you up a JZ block. I picked up the whole engine, everything, for this thing.
What kind of cars does this come out of?
This comes out of that one Nissan SUV. It's a thing in Japan.
Nissan 1500.
Is it called a Suburban?
No. It's called a Yukanda. It's like the Japanese Wakanda. It's different. Just shut up!
So it's like
You're ruining it!
It's like the GMC
Stop!
version.
No! I am pretty much an RB expert, so anything I tell you about this RB stuff, you can take to the bank, because I'm your guy. Also, Brian Tooley Racing
Send him a shirt.
is your go-to
$1,700.
is your go-to RB supplier. Anything you need for your RB engine, go to BTR. They're gonna hook you up. All the RB53 parts are in stock all the time. They did not pay for that. We paid for that.
Go look up RB53 parts because of this. People that don't know is gonna be going, "Oh, Brian told me you got RB53 parts? What is fucking guys think you did?"
So that's this series. The series is going to be building this reliable RB engine. So stay tuned. We're going to go through some of this stuff, and we're going to take you along. So here we go.
Oh, heck yeah, I already am big and buff.
So it might not seem like it, but like 65 hours has passed.
It's not been 65 hours.
Shut the F up. Shut up!
Broke everything. You have music playing.
I don't care. So we're still here on the RB53. We're working on our second cylinder of the night. We only got 6 more to go, like a normal RB.
Only 53 more to go.
So I'm gonna show you some once we get once we get better at this. I'm gonna show you what we're doing. Alright, so we got our RB53 here. We have done all the bearings, rod bearings, and rings. Gapped the rings, and we're good to go. So we gapped the rings to was 28 thousandths, and then we torqued these. What you torque these to is 15 foot-pounds, and then you do 90 degrees. It's supposed to be 85, but 90 is close enough. So that's what we did. We torqued everything down to 15 foot-pounds and then 90 degree turns, and you're good to go. You can get a degreeing wheel anywhere at like AutoZone stuff, so it's not a big deal. I just didn't want to buy one, so here we are. But that's that. We're going to go ahead and get the oil pan on this thing, pickup tube and stuff like that, and then we should be cooking. That's the goal. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get the oil pump on it, pickup tube, oil pan, do the cam and stuff later. So we had our first spooled up event at Southern Roots where we vendored. We have new shirts available. These shirts are available. I have a bunch of shirts. I'll put a screenshot here. So we have a bunch of shirts available. All these shirts are available for purchase. Let us know. You can PayPal it. I'm getting ready to put together. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pay out of pocket instead of like out of company money, because we are taking this kind of serious and making it a company. I'm gonna pay out of pocket on setting up a big cartel so that's easy for you guys to order. Until then, if you want to order, just hit up me or Mikey, Mikey Sorrell on Instagram or Facebook. Mine is Spooled Up Jesse. His is Mikey Drifts Junk. And let us know which design you want, stuff like that, and we'll get them out to you. We'll get them shipped out and stuff like that. So we have that. We do have sunglasses as well. So hit us up. But thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the new t-shirts and stuff we have for sale. Make sure to watch the content. James is going to try to put out some new content soon. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the build of the reliable RB53. And you guys have a great day. And bye.